All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. Our third game of our impromptu triple header for you today. It's only 9:26 Central Time, 10:26 Eastern, so we can get another game in. It's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot at stake here. For the Bengals, they are 5-8. If they lose, the Bengals will be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. If the Cowboys win, they will clinch a wild card in the NFC. They have to win, though, for that to happen. Evil Dead is now 172. He's finally gotten to 100. And TMG is now 10-9 on the season. They both got the last games right. So congrats to Evil Dead. He's at 172. He's 28 games over 500. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas for this one. The Bengals and Cowboys here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Our third unscheduled game today. Why not get a third game in? The 5-8 Bengals, the 8-5 Chargers. Cowboys clinch a wild card with a win. The Bengals will be eliminated from the playoffs with a loss. Cowboys will get the ball first. We're underway live from Big D. There's the kickoff from the 12-yard line on the return for the Cowboys, number 28. And that's Darryl Porter, the rookie out of Miami. Brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Dallas will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, the rookie out of Georgia, Carson Beck. I think everybody's happy. We have a third game today. I know I am. Once again, the Cowboys clinch a playoff spot, at least a wild card, with a win. And with a win, they pull to within a game of the Giants. The Giants lost earlier this week. Dallas still has a chance to win the division. Beck on the first play of the game keeps it himself and gets out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. On the tackle, Trayon Taylor, the 5th-year safety out of Connecticut. Evil Dead's got Dallas in this one. I know who TMG has. He's a Bengals fan through and through. On 2nd and 5 from the 33-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking, throws outside, and that's caught by Blair Gibson, the 2nd-year tight end out of Georgia Southern. We have an injury timeout. Gibson goes to the sideline. He got shaken up on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Cowboys at their own 35. Just underway, live from Dallas. Evil Dead has the Cowboys. TMG has the Bengals. Who does Misty hit? Cowboys. I don't really care. 3rd and 3 from the 35-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck back. Looking. Throws. And he overthrows everybody. Incomplete. Cowboys go 3 and out. It'll be 4th down. He was looking for Charlie Marshall in the flat, but he overthrew him. It'll be 4th down. Mark Erickson will come in to punt for Dallas. So Erickson back to punt. Gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 12-yard line. Bringing it back for the Bengals is Drew Patton. the fourth year back out of Fresno State. There's TGM taking the Bengals. The Cowboys went 3 and out, and now the Bengals will take over, led by Maximum Johnson, the rookie out of North Carolina. Max Johnson. If the Cowboys win, they pull to within 1 game of the Giants in the NFC East. The Giants lost earlier this week to the Redskins. They had a 2-game lead on the Cowboys. It'll be a 1-game lead if the Cowboys win with 2 games to go. Johnson, they pitch to Eric Granger out to the 20-yard line. No gain. Kerry Roll comes in and makes the tackle. The 9th-year linebacker out of UTEP. It'll be 2nd and 10. Granger in his 3rd year out of UCLA. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at the 20-yard line. TMG gets to see his Bengals tonight. 4 wide, Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson, they pitch to Granger again. And this time Granger gets 3 to the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. On the tackle, number 22. That's Greg Phillips, the 8th-year safety out of Kentucky. 3rd and 7. Four wide for the Bengals on 3rd down. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back, throws, and it's caught. Making the catch, Nick Austin, the tight end, out to the 35, a gain of 12. Austin, the 10th-year tight end out of Texas. First down, Bengals. So Dallas went 3 and out, and the Bengals, they do get a first down. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson, they pitch to Granger this time to the near side. And Granger only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Wesley Keaton came up and made the tackle. The 11th-year defensive back out of Missouri. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. .542 and counting. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Granger again. Granger breaks through, and Granger all the way out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 14 for Eric Granger. Nice run by the Bengals. Finally tackled by Greg Phillips, the safety. It'll be 1st and 10, Cincinnati at their own 49-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson to Granger again. Boy, the Bengals just run, and they're running well down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 yards, another Bengal first down. Who got shaken up? Granger did. Had the Bengals even tried to pass yet? It's been run. Not that I'm complaining. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Nice drive by Cincinnati so far. But now that Granger's on the sideline, they might throw it. The thing is, though, Marcus Rose, the backup, he's a darn good running back, too. Rose now in the backfield. Johnson in the shotgun. 4 wide. Rose in motion now. Johnson back. Johnson. Watch out. He's going to take off. He gets positive yardage down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 for Max Johnson. And the Bengals have still not thrown a pass yet. 2nd and 6 from the 26th of the Cowboys. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Bengals are moving. 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson looking. Throws. Gets it out. Actually, they did do one pass earlier. Nick Petty, the tight end, makes the catch down to the 19-yard line. That'll be a first down. A gain of 12. The 2nd-year tight end out of Michigan State. 5 wide for the Bengals. On 1st and 10, Johnson empty backfield. Johnson back. Johnson looking. And he gets sacked. He's lucky he didn't fumble that. Back at the 27-yard line. A loss of 8 yards. Making the sack is Vincent Tubbs, the second-year defensive tackle out of Eastern Washington. And Johnson's lucky he didn't fumble that. A loss of 8. It'll be 2nd and 18 back at the 27-yard line. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter, no score. Live from Arlington, Texas. Johnson in the shotgun, 2nd and 18. Johnson hands off to Marcus Rose, and a big gain by Rose all the way down to the 9. A gain of 18, and that'll bring up 3rd and inches. Boy, the way the Bengals have been running, I would just keep handing it off. Cowboys can't seem to stop their running game. It'll be 3rd and inches from the 9-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield. Johnson in the shotgun on 3rd down. Johnson back. Johnson's going to run for it. Picks up the first down, and Johnson down to the 1-yard line. An 8-yard run by Max Johnson. 1st and goal Bengals at the Dallas 1. The rookie quarterback out of North Carolina. Misty's still up. Johnson on 1st and goal in the shotgun. Johnson to Rose. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Beautiful drive by the Bengals, culminating in a 1-yard touchdown run by Marcus Rose. And the Bengals take a 6-0 lead. Great drive by Cincinnati. You got to like that, TMG. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Jones for the PAT. The kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead at 7-0. It's a nice drive. 12 plays, 80 yards. 3:02 left in the first quarter here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-8 Bengals, the 8-5 Cowboys. The Giants are 10-3. Correction, they're 10-4. They lost earlier. So the Cowboys are a game and a half behind the Giants in the NFC East. There's the kick. Short kick from the 15-yard line, bringing it back for Dallas. On the return is Jamal Banks, the rookie out of Nebraska. And now Dallas will have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line, down 7-0. Carson Beck, the quarterback, the rookie out of Georgia, number 15. When I did my draft, Beck went to the Cowboys. In the offset eye, Beck under center. Beck hands off to Baxter. Sam Baxter, his first carry, out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 4. On the tackle, number 21, Mario Smith, the safety, in his 9th year out of Wisconsin. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Dallas at their own 35. Cowboys come out 5 wide this time. Empty backfield for Beck. Takes the snap. Beck looking. Throws underneath. Caught by Charlie Marshall. And Marshall out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 17. First down, Dallas. Henry Jackson on the tackle. The 3rd-year defensive back out of Texas. Homecoming for him today. Dallas on the move, down 7-0. 2:22 and counting here in the first quarter. Cowboys at the Bengal 47-yard line. Five wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. Beck throws outside. Caught on the sideline. Nick Stevens, the 6th-year tight end out of Tennessee. Good for 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stops the clock for the moment with 2:03 left. Now it runs as they set the ball. 2nd and 5 from the Bengal 42-yard line. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck looking, throws. Caught by Marshall again. And Marshall 7 yards down to the 35-yard line. And that'll be a Dallas first down. Charlie Marshall in his 3rd year out of Fresno State. First and 10 Cowboys. 5 wide from the Bengal 35. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught underneath by Marshall. Down to the 27, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Cowboys on the move. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. And TMG, the Bengal fan. He's from Cincinnati, so I got to give him that one. On 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter to the 25. A gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Got a good crowd here tonight. Feel free to chat. It's okay to watch, but you can chat too. We don't care. We don't mind. On 3rd down, 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck to Baxter. Picks up the first down. Out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 3. In this particular game, you don't have to give him anything. Sam Baxter on the first down, the 11th year back at a USC. First and 10 Cowboys at the Bengal 22-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. First and 10. Beck looking. Throws near side. Caught on the sideline for a 4-yard gain. I didn't see who made the catch. I couldn't see his number. And I'm still watching. I still didn't see it. That'll stop the clock with 6 seconds left. And now, that's the end of the first quarter. Bengals up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals lead the Cowboys 7-0. 2nd and 6 for Dallas at the Bengal 19. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. Tom Plant. Who else? A 19-yard touchdown catch by the always reliable Tom Plant. The 11th year receiver out of TCU. He's one of Evil Dead's favorite receivers in this game. Reached behind him. Nice catch. Nice adjustment by Plant. And the Cowboys now can tie it up with the extra point. Pass was a little behind him. Yeah, they would. He's like clutch all the time. Cooper Nelson, the rookie out of Iowa, for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. We're tied at 7. On the first play of the second quarter, Dallas scores to tie the game up. Who do they play next week? In week 15, Dallas is at Minnesota next week. And the Bengals will host Buffalo. This is Dallas's last home game of the regular season. They play at Minnesota and then they're at Pittsburgh to wrap up this regular season. And now Erickson will kick off. From the 2-yard line on the return, bringing it back is Patton. And Drew Patton brings it back to the 28-yard line, and that's where Max Johnson will take over, the quarterback, the rookie out of North Carolina. 7:53 left to play in the first half. We're tied at 7. Bengals and the Cowboys, interconference matchup. Bengals come out 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson looking. Johnson throws underneath. Caught by Nick Austin out to the 35. A gain of 7 to be 2nd and 3. Nick Austin, the tight end. In a tie ball game. Bengals come out. Everybody in tight. Johnson under center. Johnson. Play action. And Johnson avoids a sack. Stays alive. Look at this. Throws it deep. And it's caught by Isaac Curtis at the 22-yard line. I've seen everything now. 43 yards. Actually, let me do the math over. 53 yards to Isaac Curtis, the 8th-year receiver at the University of Washington. Way to stay alive, Max Johnson. 1st and 10, Cincinnati at the 22-yard line. TMG's got to like that. Four wide, Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Granger picks up 2 yards down to the 19. It'll be 2nd and 8. Henderson on the tackle. That's Renard Henderson in his 3rd year out of South Florida. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 19-yard line. Five wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson looking. Throws. One-handed catch made by Kedrick Mosley down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Nice catch by Mosley in his 9th year out of Eastern Washington. 3rd and 2 from the 14. Four wide. Johnson under center. Hands off. Nope. Play act. Rolls out. Wobbly pass. Incomplete. Got hit as he threw. And that'll bring up 4th down. Evan Greer put the pressure on the linebacker. It'll be 4th down. And the Bengals will settle for 3. Luke, no, they're going to go for it. On 4th and 2, Bengals going for it. Four wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Throws. It's tipped at the line. The Bengals come up empty. They get nothing. Kerry Roll, the linebacker, tipped it at the line. Cowboys come up with a big play. The Bengals come up with nothing. 1st and 10, Dallas. The Cowboys started the season 0-2, but they've gone 8-3 down the stretch. And they can clinch a wild card spot with a win today. And they still have a chance to win their division. Five wide. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Beck drops back. Throws. And upended. Jerome Stewart couldn't come down with it, as he's upended by number 34, Trayon Taylor, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. 5:55 left in the half. We're tied at 7. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Beck back. Beck throws. Caught by Stevens out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 11. 1st down, Dallas. Nick Stevens, the tight end, on the grab. The 6th-year tight end out of Tennessee. 1st and 10 from the 25. Beck in the shotgun. A back on either side. Marshall in motion. Beck looking. Throws. And it's nearly picked off. Broken up by Henry Jackson. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25. We're tied at 7 with 5:24 left here in the 3rd quarter. Five wide. Beck in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Beck back. Throws. Caught by Plant down the sideline. And Tom Plant all the way down to the 25-yard line. They go from the 25 to the 25. That's a 50-yard gain to Tom Plant. Evil Dead's right. He's got to be their best offensive player. He's like having Steve Largent out there. He's not the fastest, but he always gets open. 50 yards to Plant. 1st and 10, Dallas at the Bengal 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Beck in the shotgun. Beck drops back. Beck looking. Throws to the end zone. Oh, knocked down at the last second. Mario Smith knocks it down. He had a receiver open in the back of the end zone. That was Jerome Stewart. Nice play by Smith. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25. I thought that was 6 for a moment. On 2nd and 10, Beck in the shotgun. Beck going to take it himself, a quarterback keeper. And Beck will get a yard. Maybe not even that much. It'll be 3rd and 10. 4:40 and counting. Here in the second quarter, we're tied at 7. Big 3rd down for Dallas. 3rd and 10 from the Bengal 24-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking, throws, caught underneath. Making the play. Nick Stevens, the tight end, down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 17. 1st and goal, Dallas. Cowboys tried to take the lead here. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the half. 5 wide, empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back, throws, near side, caught, touchdown. Sam Baxter, a 7-yard touchdown catch. Out of the backfield, the running back. In his 11th year out of USC, the former Heisman Trophy winner makes the catch for the touchdown. Nice drive by Dallas. And now Cooper Nelson for the extra point. Nelson for the PAT. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Cowboys lead it 14-7. Another nice long drive by Dallas. 3:56 left to play here in the first half. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. If the Bengals lose, they are eliminated from the playoffs. If the Cowboys win, they clinch at least a wild card. The 49ers can also clinch at least a wild card later this week if they beat the Cardinals, which shouldn't be too hard. Actually, they lost to the Cardinals the first time they played. There's the kickoff from the 5. On the return is Patton, and Drew Patton brings it out to the 24-yard line. First and 10, Cincinnati. See if the Bengals can tie this one up before halftime. 3:53 left to play here in the first half. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, TMG in the house. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Curtis in motion. A swing pass to Curtis. Oh, flea flicker. Look at this. Granger down the sideline. You got to love it. Granger, a big play all the way down to the 32-yard line. A little trickery. I like that. 42 yards on the play to Eric Granger. It was a backward pass to Curtis. That way he was able to throw it to Granger. First down, Cincinnati at the 32-yard line. I like that. That was sweet. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson looking, throws down the middle. And it's caught by Nick Austin down to the 24, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Cowboys lead it 14-7. Bengals on the move, 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back, throws, caught by Austin again, down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. That'll be another Bengal first down. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. We're able to do 3 games today. That's cool. 1st and 10 from the 20. Johnson looking, Throws near side. Caught by Nick Austin again. Down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half. Bengals at the Dallas 14, 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Mosley in motion. They swing pass to Mosley, turns upfield, and Mosley down to the 10-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 1, a gain of 3. We're at the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 3rd and 1 for Cincinnati at the Cowboy 10. Bengals, 3 receivers to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Throws. Caught coming across by Mosley. Down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 1st and goal Bengals. 1:45 and counting. Nice drive by Cincinnati. It's been a very entertaining first half. Been a well-played game so far. 1st and goal from the 3. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson looking, in trouble, rolls out, and just throws it away. Smart move. That'll stop the clock with 1:14 left in the half. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Sports Davis has joined us. Good to see you, Davis. 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run to Eric Granger. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this one up. Well, this game is going back and forth. Great first half. Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Jones for the PAT. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 14. Gracie's back. Say hi, Gracie. Say hi.
Hi. Evil Dead is the phone.
1:12 left to play. As Gracie gave her in-game endorsement of Evil Dead. Cowboys still have 3 timeouts, 1:12 to work with. Let's see what they can do. Luke Jones will kick off. Short kick from the 14-yard line. Bringing it back on the return. Number 28, Darrell Porter, out to the 27-yard line. 1:08 left in the half. Cowboys with 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can kick a field goal before halftime. Carson Beck, the rookie out of Georgia. Bengals at 5-8. The Cowboys at 8-5. 4 wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Beck draws back. Throws. Diving attempt incomplete. Looking for Charlie Johnson. Or Charlie Marshall, excuse me, down the sideline. That'll stop the clock. 1:05 left in the half. Be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 27, 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck gets sacked. Back at the 21. A loss of 6. Nathan Langford, the 10th-year defensive end out of LSU, on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd and 16. We'll be back with a doubleheader tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll have the Vikings and the Texans. And that'll be followed by the Broncos and the Raiders. Raiders can clinch the AFC West tomorrow night with a win. Beck, a draw play to Baxter that goes nowhere. In fact, they lose 3 more yards. It'll be 4th and 19. Under a minute to play. Actually, the Bengals took a timeout. They have one timeout left with 59 seconds left. Bengals want the ball back before halftime. Mark Erickson will come in to punt for Dallas. We're tied at 14 here late in the second quarter. Erickson gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 38-yard line by Drew Patton. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Where's TGM? He's got to like what he sees so far. The Bengals are hanging tough with Dallas. The Cowboys are obviously favored in this game. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Bengals come out 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws near side. It's incomplete. They were looking for Corey Tyler, the 5th-year receiver out of Florida. Incomplete. It was well covered on the sideline. Drew Inman, the linebacker, had the coverage for Dallas. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38. 4 wide. Johnson in the gun. Johnson back. Johnson throws. And this time it's caught by Isaac Curtis down to the 43-yard line. A 19-yard gain by Curtis into Cowboy territory. Bengals trying to get a field goal before halftime at the very least. One-handed grab. Look at that catch right in front of Aaron Jefferson. My goodness. Great catch. 5 wide. 1st and 10 from the 43. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws outside. Caught on the sideline there by Gary Jefferson, the 2nd-year receiver out of Notre Dame. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock is moving. The Bengals are out of timeouts. 25 seconds. Johnson in the shotgun from the Dallas 40. Johnson back. Johnson throws outside. Caught. No, Curtis dropped it. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. 16 seconds left. The Bengals, they're not in field goal range yet. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun on 3rd down. Johnson back. They pick up the blitz. Johnson throws and throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 7. 11 seconds left. Now what do? They're not going to try a 54-yard, 57-yard field goal. They'll punt. Jordan Finch back to punt. And Finch gets the punt away. That'll be out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a 26-yard punt. 6 seconds left. Cowboys 1st and 10 for the 14. They might just take a knee and go to the locker room, tied at 14 here. And that's what they're going to do. As Beck will take a knee, we go to halftime. Halftime score, Cincinnati 14, Dallas 14, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. We start the 3rd quarter tied at 14. There's the kickoff. Bengals will get the ball first from the 3-yard line, bringing it back. Drew Patton over the 20, and Patton up to the 23-yard line. The 4th year back out of Fresno State. And now Max Johnson comes back out to lead the Bengals offense in a tie ball game. The Bengals are fighting for their playoff lives. If they lose, they are mathematically out of the playoffs. They will officially be eliminated from playoff contention if they lose. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson back. Johnson throws outside. Caught by Nick Austin. 3 yards out to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys have a Patton, number 31. That's Benjamin Patton, the second-year safety out of USC. 2nd and 7 for the Bengals. At their own 26. Johnson in the gun. Johnson back. Throws down the middle. Caught. Corey Tyler out to the 32, just shy of the first down. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. 7:17 and counting. Here in the third quarter, we're tied at 14. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson under center. On 3rd down, big 3rd down. Johnson looking, throws, caught by Tyler, and Corey Tyler out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Bengals. Benjamin Patton on the tackle again. First down, Cincinnati. Bengals now at their own 46. Bengals come out. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Granger only gets a yard before being taken down by number 94, Vincent Tubbs, the defensive tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line. Five wide for Cincinnati. Empty backfield for Johnson on 2nd and 9. Mosley in motion. Johnson, a swing pass to Mosley. He's going to be hit for a loss. Coming up, making the hit is Wesley Keaton, number 22, the defensive back. Or 26, excuse me. A loss of 3. It's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Bengals. Back at their own 42-yard line. Big 3rd down. We're tied at 14. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. A blitz. They get it outside, and Granger can't hold on. Incomplete. And the Bengals are going to have to punt. It'll be 4th and 13. Jordan Finch will come in to punt with 5:43 left here in the third quarter. The 6th-year punter out of Auburn, Jordan Finch, gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 25. Making the fair catch, Jamal Banks. 1st and 10, Dallas at their own 25-yard line. 5:37 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-8 Bengals, the 8-5 Cowboys. Cowboys clinch an NFC wildcard spot with a win today, and they can still win their division. The Cowboys would have to win their last 2, and the Giants would have to lose their last 2 for that to happen if Dallas wins this game. Beck on 1st and 10. Out to Plant, out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 6. We know that Dallas plays at Minnesota and then at Pittsburgh. What about the Giants? 1 game up. The Giants next week play at Philadelphia, and then the Giants will host Minnesota. So they both play the Vikings in the last 2 weeks. On 2nd and 4, they hand off to Baxter, and Baxter out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1. Big 3rd down for the Cowboys now at their own 34-yard line, as we're coming up on 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. In the I formation, Beck under center. Beck to Baxter, and Baxter pushing through and gets out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 and a Dallas first down. Mario Smith came up, made the tackle, the safety. Be a Cowboy first down. We're tied at 14. 4:40 left in the third. 3 receivers to the near side. Beck in the shotgun. First and 10. Baxter in motion. Beck, swing pass to Baxter. Turns upfield. And Baxter out to the 48. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Baxter may have lost his step in his 11th year. However, he's still a very good running back. 2nd and 5 from the 48. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws, and it's nearly picked off. Oh my goodness. Kevin Wilson, the 6th-year linebacker out of Maryland, nearly picked it off. He should have. It'll be 3rd and 5. .401 remaining here in the third. 5 wide, empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun on 3rd down. Beck looking, throws across the middle, and it's caught by Nick Stevens, but he's shy of the 1st down as the linebacker Logan Harris comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 4th and 2. Just a 3-yard gain. Let's see what the Cowboys do. Mark Erickson will kick. He'll punt on 4th down. Erickson gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. The Bengals will have it at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 with 3:31 left to play. Here in the third quarter. Bengals and Cowboys are tied at 14. The third game of our triple header tonight here at Jammin' Sports. We didn't set out to do 3, but the first 2 games went by quickly. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back to blitz, and he has to get rid of it. Quick reflexes by Johnson. He had Thomas Watts all in his face. The 5th-year defensive end out of Tulsa. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger, a big gain. Eric Granger out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 20 yards. The 3rd year back out of UCLA. 20-yard gain, 1st down, Cincinnati. Bengals on the move, tied at 14. Bengals trying to score the upset. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. If the Bengals upset Dallas, then the Giants win the division if they can beat the Eagles next week. Johnson on 1st and 10. Gets it out to Mosley. Out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 would be 2nd and 5. 2:50 and counting. Here in the third quarter. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking, throws to Austin in the flat, and Nick Austin out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2. 2:20 and counting. Great crowd here tonight on this Wednesday. I appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, with another doubleheader. 4 wide, Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff, throws, gets it outside to Granger. And Granger picks up 2 yards out to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. He steps out of bounds. He'll stop the clock with 2:03 left here in the third quarter. 5 wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. Johnson back. Johnson looking. Throws deep. And incomplete. He was looking for Corey Tyler. It was broken up by Darryl Porter, the rookie defensive back out of Miami. Nice play by Porter. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at the 50-yard line. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson to Granger. And this time Granger gets hit for a 2-yard loss. Wesley Keaton came in on the corner blitz and makes the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Bengals at their own 48. 1:42 and counting. We're in the third quarter, tied at 14. It's turned into a defensive game here in the third quarter. 3rd and 12. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Throws to Granger down the sideline. Granger picks up the first down. Out to the 33. A gain of 15 for Eric Granger. Finally tackled by Bernard Henderson, the linebacker, but first down Bengals at the Dallas 33-yard line. Great swing pass. Nice blocks downfield. Coming up on a minute left here in the third. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Throws. And it's knocked down, incomplete. Nearly picked off by Darrell Porter. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. That'll stop the clock. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle. And Granger just picking up more yardage down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Wesley Keaton on the tackle. Bengals running game has been very good today. I don't know why they don't run more. 35 seconds. 4 wide, but they're in tight. Johnson under center. Johnson rolls out. Throws back across. Caught by Granger. Picks up the first down. Out to the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 on the reception. 1st and 10 Bengals at the Dallas 20-yard line. Will they get the playoff in time? They might. 1st and 10 for the Dallas 20. 5 wide, empty backfield. Johnson takes the snap. Throws outside. It bounces off a Cowboy. Incomplete. At the end of 3. We're tied at 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We start the fourth quarter. We're tied at 14. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at the Dallas 20-yard line. Bengals trying to stave off elimination. Cowboys trying to clinch a playoff spot. 5 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Mosley in motion. Johnson, a swing pass to Mosley, turns upfield, and Mosley down to the 14-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Kedrick Mosley on the catch. Big third down for the Bengals right here. 3rd and 4 from the Cowboy 14-yard line. 4 wide, single back. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson to Granger. And Granger close. He's going to end up a half yard shy as Bernard Henderson, the linebacker, comes over and makes the play. It'll be 4th and inches. Do the Bengals go for it, or do they kick the field goal? I think they'll kick the field goal here and take the lead. Luke Jones, this will be from 27 yards. Snap, kick is up. Kick is good. And the Bengals take a 17-14 lead. 7:07 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Bengals up by 3. Still a lot of time left. Luke Jones will kick off for Cincinnati. TMG's got to like this, though. The Bengals are winning. If TMG's still with us. I haven't seen him post in a while. Jones will kick. From the 15-yard line on the return. Bringing it back, number 80, Jamal Banks. out to the 35-yard line. A pretty good return. It was a short kick. Carson Beck, some highlights. That was the touchdown to Baxter and the touchdown to Plant. (17-14). The Bengals lead it. 7:04 left to play in regulation. Overtime not out of the question here. Cowboys will start from their own 35. Beck under center. Beck hands off to Baxter. And Baxter out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Under 7 minutes to play in regulation. Bengals trying to live for another day. If they win, they keep their slim playoff hopes alive. 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. Beck to Baxter again around the outside, and Baxter pushes forward out to the 45, a gain of 5, and that'll be a first down. Clock keeps on moving. 6:25 and counting. We're in the fourth quarter. It's been a good game. In the I formation, Beck under center. Beck to Baxter up the middle. And Baxter breaks through across midfield to the 46-yard line. A gain of 9. First down, Dallas. Or not quite a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1. I got ahead of myself. .550 and counting. Carson Beck in the shotgun on 2nd and 1. Beck fakes, throws outside, incomplete. Looking for Nick Stevens, and that he was popped by number 55, Kevin Wilson, the linebacker who broke up the pass. Nice play by Wilson. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Dallas at the Bengal 46-yard line. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck under center. 3rd and 1. Beck looking, throws, caught by Charlie Marshall down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 8. First down, Dallas. Jay Charles, the linebacker, the rookie out of Tennessee State, on the tackle. But it's a first down for the Cowboys. 5:25 and counting. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Bengal 38. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught by Nick Stevens. Down to the 24. A gain of 14. The big tight end. Mario Smith on the tackle, but it's a first down for Dallas. Under 5 minutes to play. Cowboys at the Bengal 24-yard line. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter gets nailed for no gain as Kevin Wilson, the linebacker, comes up and makes the hit. 4:40 and counting. 2nd and 10 at the Bengal 24. The Cowboys are in field goal range. It'd be a 41-yard field goal from here. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws outside. Caught on the sideline by Jerome Stewart. Down to the 18, a gain of 6. They tackle him out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 4:21 left. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the 18. It's a big 3rd down here. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looks, steps up, throws, and throws it away. Couldn't find an open receiver. That'll bring up 4th down. And now Dallas will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 35-yard attempt by Cooper Nelson, the rookie out of Iowa, from 35 to tie the game up. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 17. 4:13 left to play here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. A lot of time left. We could still have overtime, but there's still some time left. Plenty of time for the Bengals to score again. And now Erickson will kick off. From the 2-yard line on the return for the Bengals this time would be Corey Tyler out to the 21-yard line. Eric Granger, 27 yards away from 100 on the day. 4:09 remaining. We're tied at 17. Bengals have it at their own 21-yard line. It's been a well-played game. Our best game of the 3 today. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson quickly throws inside to Nick Austin. And Austin, 18 yards out to the 39-yard line. First down, Cincinnati. I tell you what, as soon as Johnson had it, he threw it inside to Austin on a slant. Well-executed play. 3:49 and counting. All the Bengals need is a field goal to take the lead. 1st and 10. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws near side. Caught by Tyler out to the 43. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Corey Tyler on the catch, the 5th-year receiver out of Florida. 3:37 left. Bengals on the move, trying to score the upset. And this would be a major upset. 4 wide, Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. And Granger gets hit in the backfield. A loss of a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. On the tackle there, number 92, Tyler Hackett, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of Citadel. 5 wide for the Bengals on 3rd down. Empty backfield for Johnson. Mosley in motion. Johnson looking, throws, caught by Tyler. No, incomplete. Putting the smackdown on him was Renard Henderson. The linebacker broke up the pass. It'll be 4th down. The Bengals will punt. Jordan Finch will come back on to punt. And now Dallas is going to take over with 3 minutes left in a tie ball game. Finch gets the punt away. From the 21 on the return is Jamal Banks out to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Cowboys, 2:57 left. We're tied at 17. All Dallas needs is a field goal. We could still have overtime. Getting late on the East Coast. It's 11:30 Eastern. Want to thank you for hanging with us. Beck under center, 1st and 10. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 to bring up 2nd and 4. Cowboys keeping it on the ground. 2:42 and counting. We're tied at 17. Beck under center. Everybody in tight. They hand off to Baxter. And Baxter picks up 2 to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 2:22 and counting. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. They should be able to get a playoff in time. 3rd and 2 in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. Picks up the 1st down. Out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 3. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. We're tied at 17. 4 wide for the Cowboys on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck back. Throws outside. Knocked down. Oh, boy. Trayon Taylor, had he caught that, that would have been 6. The fifth-year safety out of Connecticut knocked it down. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. 1:57 left. 5 wide, empty backfield now for Beck. Beck draws back. Beck steps up. Oh, he gets sacked. On the sack for the Bengals is Cedric Jordan, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Winston-Salem. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14 back at the 33-yard line. Big 3rd down. Beck in the shotgun, 3rd and 14. Beck back. Beck looking. Throws downfield, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 1:27 left. Cowboys did the Bengals a big favor by throwing. They don't have to take a timeout. And now Mark Erickson will come in to punt. And Cincinnati's now going to have a chance to win this game. Erickson gets the punt away. From the 16-yard line, Patton brings it back out to the 22. And now the Bengals take over. Max Johnson, his stats on the day. We're tied at 17 with 1:19 remaining. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 22-yard line. All Cincinnati needs is a field goal to win this. Bengals come out. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws. Caught by Nick Austin. Out to the 31. A gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1. And the Bengals will quickly come to the line here. On 2nd and 1. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson throws quickly. Caught. Coming across Corey Tyler out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7, 1st down. And the Bengals take a timeout with 49 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They still need about 30 to 35 more yards to get into field goal range. 4 wide, 1st and 10 from their own 38. Johnson back. Johnson in trouble, throws quickly underneath. Caught by Nick Austin. Out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 12. The Bengals take a timeout. They have 1 left. 43 seconds left in regulation. We're tied at 17. Now the Bengals need about 15. Well, they need about 20 yards for a decent attempt. 4 wide. They have 1 timeout. 1st and 10 from midfield. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson in trouble. Rolls out. Throws. And it's incomplete. Austin couldn't hold on. It's actually fortunate that he didn't. They don't have to take a timeout. 38 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from midfield. Try to get in field goal range and call a timeout. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson looking. Throws. Incomplete. He threw it over the head of Corey Tyler. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 from the 50-yard line. A big 3rd down right here. 3 wide to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Johnson back. It's a blitz. Oh, they get him. Kerry Rule, the linebacker on the blitz. A loss of 7. It'll be 4th and 17. Back at the 42-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have to punt. Dallas takes a timeout with 31 seconds left. And now Cincinnati will punt. Jordan Finch gets the punt away. Oh, that's not a good punt. Well, it's drifting. And on the return for Dallas is Jamal Banks. Brings it out to the 29-yard line. 24 seconds left. Dallas has 2 timeouts. Can the Cowboys get in field goal range? The Cowboys need about 40 yards for a decent shot. They do have 2 timeouts. But they come out in the eye. It looks like they're playing for overtime. Beck hands off to Baxter. And Baxter out to the 36, a gain of 7. The Cowboys take a timeout. If you're going to take a timeout, then why did you run? If you're playing for overtime, why do you take a timeout? I don't get that. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Cowboys with 1 timeout left. Beck in the shotgun with a back on either side. 2nd and 3. This one looks like overtime. Beck back. Throws a screen. Incomplete. Baxter was not yet in position. That'll stop the clock. 17 seconds. 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line. This one's got overtime written all over it. 4 wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. 3rd and 3. Cowboys still have 1 timeout. Beck takes the snap. Looking. Throws. Caught by Stevens. Only out to the 41-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. It'll be a 5-yard gain. First down. Dallas takes their final timeout. 13 seconds left. Well, at this point, you're at your own 41. Just play for overtime. Well, they got 5 wide. Empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws. Incomplete. 9 seconds left. Be 2nd and 10. Looks like we're going to see some bonus football here. Unless Dallas can pull off a miracle here at the end. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Looking. Throws and throws it away. 4 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 10. We're tied at 17. This might be the last play of regulation right here. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck still looking. Throws deep. Going for the home run. Last play of regulation. Jump ball incomplete. We're going to overtime. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals 17, the Cowboys 17 as we go to overtime. Now in Madden 25, it works a little bit differently than 19. In 25, if you score a touchdown on the opening possession, the other team still gets a possession. Both teams are guaranteed at least 1 possession, no matter what. All right, the Bengals have won the toss, and they have elected to receive. As we start the overtime period. Great to have you along. We may hit midnight Eastern after all. The way this one's been going, it's been a good game. A lot on the line for both teams. And now the kickoff by Erickson. From the 6-yard line, Drew Patton on the return. And Patton brings it out to the 24-yard line. Now, if the Bengals do not score, once Dallas has the ball, it's sudden death. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. But both teams are guaranteed a possession. Three wide to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson back. Throws near side. Caught by Nick Austin out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. We're in the first overtime. If they stay tied after one, we go to a second one. 5 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Throws. And Austin can't hold on. Kerry Rule, the linebacker, on the hit there, knocking the ball away. It'll be 3rd and inches from the 34-yard line. Third down. 4 wide for the Bengals, but they're in tight. Johnson under center on 3rd and inches. Johnson back, throws outside, and Austin can't hold on. Incomplete. No flag. Kerry Rule on the hit once again. And the Bengals will punt. And once they do, once Dallas has possession, we're going to be in sudden death. Jordan Finch back to punt. Finch gets the punt away. And from the 27-yard line, Jamal Banks will fair catch it. And Dallas will start at their own 28. We are now in sudden death overtime. The next team to score wins. It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter how. Next score wins. 1st and 10, Dallas at their own 28. 7:44 left in the first overtime. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Throws underneath. And that's caught by Plant. No, he doesn't catch it. Incomplete. He dropped it. He took a pretty good shot from number 99. That's Jarrell Green, the 7th-year defensive tackle out of Syracuse. 2nd and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys at their own 28. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter around the outside, and Baxter plows forward to the 35, a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. $7:25 left in the first overtime. Big 3rd down for Dallas. We're in sudden death. The next score wins. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Throws. Caught by Nick Stevens. Out to the 46. A gain of 11 for the big tight end. First down, Dallas. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. We're in sudden death overtime. 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 46-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun. Beck drops back. Beck throws. And it's knocked down, nearly intercepted. Broken up by Holmes. Taz Holmes, the rookie out of Nebraska. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 46. I wonder if TMG's still with us here in overtime. 2nd and 10. Beck in the shotgun. Beck hands off to Baxter. And Baxter, no gain. The Bengals are right there, led by Trayon Taylor, the safety. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 46-yard line. 6:42 and counting here in the first overtime. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Beck in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Beck looking. Throws. Caught by Baxter, but he's going to be shy of the first down. Only a 2-yard gain. Logan Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle. Will be 4th and 8. And now Dallas will punt. So both teams have had it once. And now Mark Erickson back to punt. Erickson gets the punt away. It's going to be out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And that's where Cincinnati will take over with 6:05 left to play here in the first overtime. We're tied at 17. Sudden death. The next score wins. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. I think Davis might still be with us. TMG, he might still be with us. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Hands off to Granger. And Granger out to the 29, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Boy, the way this one's going, we could have double overtime. We don't have ties here at Jammin' Sports. We'll just keep playing till somebody wins. 5:45. 5 wide. Johnson on 2nd and 9 in the shotgun. Mosley in motion. Johnson throws to Mosley, and he holds on at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to Kedrick Mosley. First down, Cincinnati. 5:25 and counting. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Granger picks up 3 to the 43-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. 5 minutes left in the first overtime. Bengals have it at their own 43. 5 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Throws near side. Caught by Granger. Gets out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll be a Bengal first down. Boy, who wants to win this one? 4.5 minutes left in the first overtime. We're tied at 17. We're in sudden death. The next score wins. On 1st and 10, Johnson in the shotgun. Granger goes out as a receiver now, empty backfield. Johnson throws quickly inside to Kedrick Mosley, down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Remember now, a field goal can win it for the Bengals. Under 4 minutes left. They're not quite in field goal range yet. 5 wide, empty backfield, 2nd and 2. Johnson in the shotgun. Mosley in motion. Johnson looking, throws near side, coming across. Corey Tyler out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6. First down, Cincinnati. It would be a 53-yard field goal from here. 3.5 minutes left in the first overtime. 1st and 10 Bengals at the Dallas 36. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Single back. They hand off to Granger up the middle. Granger, a big gain. Granger all the way down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 16. And now the Bengals are in field goal range. It'd be a 37-yard field goal from there. 1st and 10 from the Dallas 20. 3 minutes left in the first overtime. They're just going to go ahead right now and try to win it. And the Cowboys will ice them. Smarter AI here. I like this. You're in field goal range. Just kick the field goal and get out of town. This will be a 37-yard attempt by Luke Jones to win it for Cincinnati. And the Bengals would score a major upset and stay alive. And the Cowboys would stay 2 games behind the Giants in the NFC East. Here we go. Luke Jones from 37 to win it for Cincinnati. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. The Bengals win it in overtime. Your final score, Cincinnati 20, Dallas 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, for more NFL action. Good night, everybody.